Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video today. Today we are going to show you, or I'm going to show you guys the rewards that I got for FUT Champs again. I don't know what it is, guys. Honestly, my FUT Champs rewards pack luck is usually pretty good. The same thing kind of happened last year. Last year when I got my rewards, I usually got pretty decent stuff, and honestly, like for the last 2 weeks, I've gotten better rewards than some people have gotten in their top 100 awards. So we're just incredibly fortunate. But we are going to show some gameplay videos right now in terms of like how I did during my FUT Champs games, and we're going to talk about a lot of different things. So we're going to have this running in the background while I talk about a lot of different things that people have wondered about and my way of thinking with certain aspects from my previous videos. Because some people wonder why I don't respond to some of the questions from my YouTube videos, and the reason being is because I respond to them during the videos because it's just easier for me to do that rather than just typing it all out. Because I am naturally more of a streamer than I am a person like that only does YouTube. So usually I don't really have the time to respond through that. So I just like to do the videos, and I like to answer the questions during the streams as well, right? So we're going to do that right now. A big topic of discussion that people have had recently is to decrease the time on the videos or to keep the time on the videos. For me personally, and just to let people know, I am going to keep the time of the videos because I feel like people enjoy them more than people dislike them. So if I create the videos to be shorter, people would want them to be longer. And if anything, people want them to actually be longer. So, you know, I like to show off the gameplay. I like to answer the questions. So that's why we're going to keep the videos at a longer, I guess, rate, right? Like it's not going to be like your typical short 10-minute, 12-minute videos. I like to make the videos long so I can talk about certain things. So what we're going to do is we're going to answer some questions of certain things that people have been mentioning in the videos. So we're going to do that right now. For a chemistry style, why do you never consider putting anchor instead of a shadow? So when I don't put an anchor on a card, the reason why I don't do that is because if your card has enough physical presence, or they have enough physical stats that balance out between everything, it's better to make your player a defensive god. The reason being is because, think of it like this, right? So with the patch that EA did where they made defensive AI super overpowered, right? It makes more sense to put shadow on your center backs so that you give them more defensive stats so that they do crazier things on the defense, right? If they do crazier things on the defense, you'll be able to block out certain opportunities that you probably wouldn't be able to block out if you didn't have a shadow card. For instance, I use center backs like Eric Bailly, right? Eric Bailly, if you look at his physical stats, I can't remember exactly what it is, but he has like 85 aggression. He has like good strength in the 80s. He has decent stamina. He's got very good jumping. Like, when your player already has those physical capabilities, there's no need to improve on those physical capabilities, because the most important thing that your players need to do is to be smarter rather than more physical when they already are physical, right? Now, I'm not saying that if you're using a Koscielny who has, let's just say he has like the 79 physical, right? There's certain stats that don't, you know, blend well with each other, right? So you have to be very careful with who you give an anchor card to and who you don't. I don't give an anchor card to Alaba, but the reason why I don't give an anchor card to Alaba is because if you look at his stats, right? Yes, he doesn't really have the physical. Are people going to outjump him on the headers most of the times? Yes. But if I give him an anchor card, they're still going to outjump him on the headers, right? So I'd rather make my left or my fullback in general smarter, which he is, and that's exactly what it does. And then I get the +3 pace rather than the +2 pace on the card, right? So I get that extra pace for a fullback that's incredibly important. And then I just give him a shadow card, and he's really good. And in all honesty, with the shadow card, because he's very decent in the pace aspect, I can actually come back and defend and go up and attack really nicely with him, right? So that's why I usually don't use anything but Shadow and Hunter on the cards. Very situational. I know some people will use like Engine on the cards and stuff, and that is yet to be experimented with, but I'm the type of person that with FIFA nowadays, because it's so winning oriented, I don't really try out the different chemistry styles because I only use whatever works, right? If you guys haven't watched the streams recently, I've tried to do this concept of, hey, I want to try out different things or different teams and stuff and play them in Division 1. For me personally, it doesn't work because if your team is not fully meta oriented, your team is not going to perform well, against people who are still using meta teams in Division 1. I used to win, not used to, I was winning Division 1 after Division 1. When I went to go and try players like a Prime Shevchenko, which by the way is an awful card, and I went to go try out a different team, I couldn't get wins like I normally could. And then when I switched back to my old team, I was able to get wins again. So, you know, trying out different teams for squad reviews, if I make squad reviews, I think the reason why people like those videos is because I'm very, very specific with the players that I put in the squad. So if I do squad reviews in the future, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it from actually buying players unless I play on the Xbox, but I hate the gameplay on the Xbox during the daytime. So very, 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 very 50-50 situation right there. But that's the situation right now. I might have to do it anyways because there's really not much to do YouTube-wise, and I know people really like the squad reviews, and I don't really know what types of videos to create, so if that's the case, I'll probably do more of the squad reviews. Sprint speed is a lot more important than acceleration because you won't ever outpace a player with 99 acceleration and 80 sprint speed, but with 80 acceleration and 99 sprint speed, you will kill so many defenders. That's not true at all. I'll tell you guys why. If you guys understand the game mechanics of FIFA, acceleration is way more important than sprint speed. But you already have sprint speed. 80 sprint speed is not bad because the whole point of FIFA is close control FIFA. Very rarely, when you guys watch me play, how often do you guys actually see me just running in a straight line all the time? This isn't like the old FIFAs. The old FIFAs, you were able to do that. In FIFA nowadays, you don't do that often. Holding the R trigger to create attacking opportunities for yourself is actually worse for yourself, right? So acceleration is 100% more important than sprint speed because you need your players to move quickly on the dribble in the tight spaces that you're in, because very, very few times do you actually run all the time. Very, very few times. The only time that you can actually do that is with your strikers if you have a certain formation that's set up to get in behind and press the back line. So acceleration is way more important than sprint speed because if you can accelerate quickly and then run with sprint speed, the guy still needs to catch up to you, right? So that comment is kind of the same thing as when people say like, oh, why is Matt Hummels catching up with Ronaldo? If Matt Hummels is catching up with your Ronaldo, Ronaldo never deserved to pass Matt Hummels in the first place. Because if you guys understand the certain things of FIFA, if you tap the right stick forward to push the ball forward so you can run away from the defender, or if you're actually past them, sometimes you can run with the ball at your feet and you'll still pass them, right? Players in real life, most of the times they push the ball forward so that when they chase after it, they don't have to control it as they're running after the ball. So that's what you do. If a Hummels is passing, is catching up to your Ronaldo, it's because you never deserve to pass Hummels in the first place. Because that never happens to me unless my gameplay is playing like absolute garbage, which happens sometimes, but like it's even still, Matt Hummels should not be catching up to your Ronaldo, right? Your tutorials are real tutorials, much different than other YouTubers. Bravo. Can you talk about reaction and composure stats? What are they for? For which position are they important? So the reaction stat is like, how would I explain the reaction stat? It's how they jump to doing a command that you're doing, essentially, right? Like they have this kind of like, it's like this twitch about them to react really quickly to certain things that you're trying to do. And the composure is so incredibly important nowadays that it's actually annoying. And the composure stat is what, in my opinion, actually makes the game less fun. When you have composure, it makes the game completely random, right? And I wish it was a stat that they completely removed. I wish it was just based off of finishing and that's it. Having composure is such a stupid thing to have in a video game because it creates random it creates random concepts on a card, right? So they won't be consistent. Even if they have like 85 composure, they won't be consistent. It's just a really dumb thing to have in a video game, in my opinion. There's no consistency with it, and it's just really, really annoying. But what composure essentially does is if you have possession of the ball, it's basically how well your player reacts to pressure on the player, right? So if you're about to take a shot and he can feel this presence of a defender on him, putting the pressure on him, then his composure being high is going to be very important in order for him to finish properly, which again, I think is unbelievably stupid, right? I think that's the reason FIFA kind of moves away from the fun aspect, because a player like that SBC Cristiano should be a player that people should look forward to and having fun, right? But there's too many specific moments where the 74, I think, it could be 74, I don't remember exactly if it's 74. I know it's not 80. I know it's nowhere near the 80. The 74 composure is going to make him absolutely garbage in the finishing. Because, as you guys know, defensive AI is really overpowered. The goalies are really overpowered. If you have a striker that can't even shoot the ball properly because his composure is low, you have a huge misbalance there, right? So that's why I wish composure was completely removed from the game, because it's such a stupid concept to have for defending and for attacking. But that's what it basically does. So if a defender is on you, it's how well composed you are on the ball. Does he screw up when he's on the ball? Stuff like that, right? Let's see if we have any other questions going on here. I get what you're saying about Mertens, but I think he would fit more in a cam role than in a striker position. What do you guys think? So we're going to search up Mertens' card right here for a split second. And I think the reason why I wouldn't use him as a cam either is, let me see. So it's for his regular Mertens card. I think it's because he had high-low, wasn't it? Okay, so the high-low work rates, for me personally, I would never have as a cam unless I had certain aspects of a card that made up for it. Like if I had Ronaldo as a cam would be brilliant because he has so many stats that make up for his work rates. Because the work rates of a cam being high medium or high high, for me personally, is more preferable. Now, if you're okay with having it on high low, that's completely up to you. You don't have to be the exact same way of thinking like I do, right? Everybody thinks differently when it comes to FIFA. I just personally would not want to have a high-low work-rated player as a cam. You can totally give this card a dead eye and improve his finishing and his passing, which is definitely something you can do. But the high-low work rates and the height, in terms of, you know, trying to defend and attack, personally, I wouldn't like it, right? But it's worth a try as for sure because of the high-low work rates. But I wouldn't do it myself, right? It's one of those cards that I wouldn't bet on essentially to use as a cam. What else we have here? Inform Werner or Inform Gnabry with batsman up front. I would never use Batshuayi in this game because for competitive or for meta-oriented aspects, he just wouldn't be that good for me. Although he does look like a pretty decent card. Inform Werner, Inform Gnabry, I've never used those cards, so I have no idea what they play like. Hey, bro, what's your thoughts on Dembele besides a Conte with limited bankroll? Moussa Dembele? Moussa Dembele is a very different card to Conte. You can't really compare those two cards with each other because Moussa Dembele feels more like a center mid than he does a CDM because of the, I believe he has medium work rates and he doesn't have like good defensive stats like Conte does. So Conte is more of a CDM, Dembele is more of a center mid, but you can use Conte as a center mid, but he would be really weird there with the medium work rates, right? Or medium high work rates, sorry. Aguero's physical is underrated in this game, and his dribbling is better than Jesus since in my opinion. He keeps the ball closer to the feet when dribbling. Very good videos and explanation of the details and characteristics. You're very more genuine out there to help people beyond videos. Thank you, man. Aguero is definitely a card that's worth trying out, not for his regular card, but for his upgraded cards, because for some reason, I would say in the last like 3 or 4 years of FIFA, Aguero's regular cards just don't perform that well for me. I never really liked his cards. Like the last time I liked Aguero's cards, I believe was in FIFA 14, right? Even FIFA 15, I think I had his card, or I think I had a team of the season at some point, and I just didn't like the card. I don't know what it was. Yeah, so I haven't liked Aguero for a long time. So, but are the informs definitely worth trying out? Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, Gabriel Jesus doesn't have crazy high finishing and composure, and I'm sure Aguero definitely would. And Aguero does seem like he would definitely get the acceleration, sprint speed, finishing concept to be upgraded on the better informs. So yeah, it would definitely be worth a try, but don't get the player of the month, guys. 2 million coins for that card is definitely not worth it. You might as well just get a CR7, sub him on, and he would be way better to use than a Sergio Aguero. So yeah, Bakayoko is terrible in the air for me. The thing about using Bakayoko in the air is that, you know, he has the height, but he doesn't really, like, he doesn't have that physical stature to always win the ball in the air. But he does win the ball in the air sometimes, just not that often, right? The thing about Bakayoko is that he does have a couple of stats that, you know, just don't work out really nicely with him in terms of this contradiction, right? Like, of what stat works with him. But in terms of the price that you are paying for the Bakayoko card, it is a pretty decent card. It's really hard to get players in the CDM position that play as well as that Bakayoko card. So it would definitely be something that you would have to try out. Totally agree with you on Shevchenko. I used him up with Icon Hernandez in a 4-1-2 and 2, and he's guard, very inconsistent. It's not even like inconsistencies with the card. I was actually going to make a player review on the Shevchenko, but I think making a player review on a card that I would absolutely bash all the time wouldn't be the best idea. So I'm very scared to make those types of videos because I don't know how people would feel with those videos. I think I can definitely experiment with certain videos on my channel because I have noticed this thing where certain videos that I'm afraid of making actually end up doing pretty decently on my channel. Like yesterday I did the upload for my FIFA 19 wish list, which is everything is super controversial in terms of my opinion on certain things of the gameplay content, the gameplay itself in FIFA. And the video itself was very, very well received, and that was really, really cool to see. So I do appreciate that, guys. The support on the YouTube channel in general has been absolutely amazing. It's so cool to see so many people just commenting on the videos. Like the YouTube channel itself actually has like its own like base now, which is so cool because back in the day, if I didn't stream, nothing would happen on the YouTube channel. So it's really, really cool to see that there's so many different opinions in terms of what FIFA can add, what FIFA can't add, and there's always like different comments to read every day. So it's really, really cool to see, guys, and I do seriously appreciate it. It gives you this like huge joy when your YouTube channel is like starting to grow and people are really enjoying it. So I do appreciate that a lot, guys. I do appreciate it. I know I'm saying it a lot, but I do appreciate it, all right? But we are going to get to the rewards, guys. If I don't do cut-ups, it's because it's basically cut up from my live stream. So you guys are going to see basically a live reaction of what happens. I show the chat and everything. I always show the chat for the last pack because for some reason, that's what gives me my luck for the rewards that I get. But we are going to go ahead and open the rewards right now, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy it. We get some pretty sick pulls, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And before I get some crazy stuff. But yeah, I don't think the pack wave for this week's going to be that great. I genuinely don't think I can get anybody that great. If I get Firmino, that'd be pretty decent. Aguero is a card as well, which I didn't know. This guy, I don't even know who this is. Yelinski. Yeah, not a very good card. I think these guys won't even cost that much if they actually sell. Oh, 30k is not too bad. That's actually pretty decent. Thought it would be a card that wouldn't sell too much. What else we got here? We got Ronaldo. Obviously, that's the one that everybody wants. If I get this card, I'm going to sell him so fast just because of the value of coins that he's going to cost. Amazing card. Nothing wrong with him, except for the bounce, but it's hardly noticeable with how god tier he is. Roberto Firmino. This would be a good card. I'd actually kind of want to keep him if I were to pack him, to be honest, because his card looks sick, man. His shooting and his pace would be significantly better from when I was using his Team of the Group stage card. So I don't know. That's like a decision thing, like whether I'm going to use him now or later. High work rates is very nice to have as a cam. William Carvalho actually might cost 20k, 30k. Oh, he actually costs, yeah, 25k. That's not too bad either. I got Vertonghen. Vertonghen could get... I mean, I think Vertonghen could be a good price. Oh, he is a good price. He's over 100k. Oh, that'd be a solid pull if we get him then. Okay, so let me just look at the countries here. So we got Portugal, but we could get William Carvalho. Brazil, Argentina. So we can get Brazil, but we could get the Raul guy. So really nothing crazy to look forward to. Because if we get Argentina, we could get the left back instead of getting Aguero and all that fun stuff. So... Oh, Moses would be a good pull, too. I think he'd actually cost a bit as well. Yeah, that's a pretty good price, too. Okay, cool. Let's go open our rewards. Hopefully we get something good. Thank you for everybody who's in the stream right now that is watching. I appreciate you guys being here. Do you guys want the chat on the stream, or do you just want to see... we'll just do the pack opening. We'll just do that. Okay. So we got the 100k. Let me know in the comment section if you guys would like to see the chat for future pack rewards if we continue to play this game mode. But, all right, first pack. Let's get it started. Nose pack for the first one. Okay, so there's a flare. That's good. No inform. Germany. Draxler. Ooh. I don't think... Marco Reus is a left wing. Is he still a left wing or is he a left mid? I actually don't know. Chat, is Marco Reus a left mid or a left wing? I actually don't know. He's a left mid. Okay, so if it's a left mid, then I get Marco Reus. Gotcha. Okay. So Draxler. We wait, by the way, for the thing, because I just like waiting to see what I get. 84 raid is not crazy. I don't know if that means I don't get an inform in this pack. I don't know how that actually works. But he's a left mid. Okay, thank you, chat. While I'm waiting, I'm going to eat some of my food. Okay, so this one was a really bad pack. I don't think any of these guys sell. Maybe they will for, like, SBCs. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I'm going to list all these bad boys on the market. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, man, money is money. So I'll take that. All right. Time for the next one. We're just going to do a regular open for this one. Bang. Flare. Better be a flare. No inform. Modric? Okay. Nice. There we go, boys. Oh, hit him with that dab. Okay. That's good. That's a solid pull. Very nice. Very nice. That's what I like to see. The good thing about this is that it's an 89 rated player, so I could still get something really, really good in this pack. Although Modric is really good. I don't know how much he costs though, chat. How much does he cost right now? Any ideas? This is gonna be our thumbnail, the dab. It's gonna be the dab. 50k-ish, that's good. That's really good. 60k-ish, according to Footbin. Okay. I'm on the PlayStation right now, so you guys can't see the button, but it's... No. No, you can't see it. Rip. Too far down. Come on, EA. Hook your boy up. Hook your boy up. Ooh, Tolisso regular card. I don't know if he sells. He might sell for like 3k maybe. Oh, he's like 2k. Doesn't cost too much. That's a good pack though, man. We got 50k from that one. Or 60k. Well, more than 60k because these guys cost a lot too. Oh, we got Paulinga. Lol. None of these guys sell for a ton. Fabian, Guardado, Casilla. Yeah, the rest of the pack was kind of meh. Modric is a good pull, though. That's not too bad. We'll keep all of those bad boys. Bang, bang. Celtic sells because of Icon Larson. Ooh, very nice. I didn't know that, actually. All right, chat. Be a part of my YouTube video. What do you guys think we're going to get? What do you think? What are you thinking? I'm going to eat a chicken leg or a chicken wing just for good luck, you know? Now I'm going to pack something good. I can feel it. Carvalho? Okay. First pack. Ah. Oh, wait, no, this guy sells for like, this is the guy that sells for a little bit, like 30K-ish? Yeah? I think this is the guy that sells for like 30K-ish. Gonna run. This guy sells right now, doesn't he? Hey man, as long as it isn't Discard, I'm cool with it. You know? Saying where things can go. I don't think 83 gives me anything. No. The rest of them are going to be pretty shitty. Unless I get Moses. Moses would be a good pull, actually. Trying to make the video 10 minutes? Nah, I could do it longer. I did like 20 minutes the other time because of gameplay. Okay, so pretty shitty cards. Kazari. Oh, you're not going to sell, are you? Oh, 15K. So it's at least it's not like super discard, but we're going to have to get him. This one doesn't sell for anything too. So this pack was pretty terrible. I think if you were to get this pack, because it's just like one pack, and you got this in Elite 3, definitely wouldn't have been worth the stress. So if we get a similar pack, I don't think it's worth the extra stress, because they could have just traded during that time, right? But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, chat. Nose pack for the lulz. I told you guys, man. I told you guys. I told you guys, bro. My pack luck for FUT Champs is disgusting. It's disgusting, bro. I already told you guys, man. Oh, shit. I told you guys, man. So about that thumbnail, chat. About that thumbnail. Do I use him in the squad or do I sell him? I think I should sell him. Oh, man. How much does this guy cost, man? He's like 500K right now, isn't he? Come on, EA. 87 rated, so... That's okay. That's awesome. Those are good rewards. Oh, man. Alright, we'll sell him right now, then. We'll get all that monies. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. Woo! I guess I'm just gonna pick up his second inform. This guy looks like he actually might sell too. Yeah, 13, 14K. Nice, man. My packs are rigged, boys. I told you. I stress so much. They're like, hey, the quality of your team, here you go, man. Nice. I don't even know what people who I got top 100 got this, man. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome.